A worst-case scenario of the nCoV virus plaguing parts of the country till year's end is reckoned to likely shave some 0.7% of the projected GDP growth north of 6 percentage points. A downslider hit the economy can take and not significantly get in the way of the country's overall development, as summed up in this report.
Estimates of economic managers on the effect of the nCoV-ARD on the economy are out, and it's so far positive with the domestic economy's resilience. The National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, released its preliminary estimates. If the nCoV continues at a steady state, this will have an effect on the GDP growth. Suffice to say, this does not pose a big impact as per NEDA.
It would be a steady state of where we are now. If it's going to escalate and really become very serious, then it will have a different number.
Economic managers earlier said the tourism industry is most vulnerable to nCoV's economic effect. As early as today, tourist arrivals have slightly decreased. But if this continues, as NEDA points out,
what we lose from inbound tourism, we might be able to make it up in terms of domestic tourism if Filipinos decide to travel internally na lang, domestically, instead of going abroad.
DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez is optimistic that this is an opportunity to boost growth for domestic tourism, with, of course, due safety reminders for the tourists. Meanwhile, the supply chain was also slightly disrupted since local manufacturers import from Hubei, China as well. The Philippines' total trade with Hubei reached almost 1%, but the DTI encourages other options.
We must take note that that would be the number if you don't do anything. Obviously, if you cannot get your supply from Hubei or Wuhan, you will have alternative sources anyway, so that our operations here, our activity will not be affected.
One economist shares that the U.S. stock market is high while the peso exchange rate is stronger than yesterday at 50.75 pesos. Naomi Tiburcio for The Nation.